Happy birthday, everyone, and welcome to the Happy Birthday Podcast with your hosts, Jaki and Dan, the #1 podcast on ApplePodcast.com, dedicated to the birthdays you know and love. So without further ado, take it away, Dan.
Go shawty, it's your birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Have a wonderful, wonderful day.
I'm wishing you the happiest birthday.
Happy birthday. This is big. It's your birthday.
Happy birthday.
Okay,
All right.
Jackie.
Welcome to the Happy Birthday Podcast, everyone.
I visited you at home recently. We never did go bowling like we talked about.
Oh, yeah.
I would have gone.
I wanted to. You were busy.
No, you didn't want to. When did you want to go?
Pretty much every day.
You should have said something.
Pretty sure when she invited you to go bowling when you were visiting, that was probably
There was no invite.
About.
There was no invite. Show me the
I
invite.
said we can go bowling.
Okay. But before we do that, some of these listeners have just clicked on this play button for the first time. They don't know who we are or what we do here, Jackie. Excuse me.
What's going on?
Indigestion. Jackie, can you please tell people? Also, the FCC mandates that we identify ourselves at the top of the hour, so please go ahead and do that for us, would you? I'm Dan, November 10th.
I'm Jackie, October 12th.
And is there anyone else?
Interesting that you moved to Portland and you start getting indigestion.
And I'm a bit of an indie jester as well.
How many gears does your bicycle have?
Dan, I told you before, Dan rides one of those big, tall bikes.
That's cool.
I do. But it's got a lot of gears still. It's got a lot of gears.
Triple decker?
It's
Ginormous big tire, tiny back tires.
It's tiny. Well, it's one
it a
big
tricycle?
tire. It's one small tire, but they're not front and back. It's one is on top of the other. So you got one tiny one on the bottom, one big round one on top of that. How do I climb up there? I don't. I have a hoist. I have a rope.
Like a Skrillex ride.
A what?
Skrillex?
No, a Skrillex.
Is that like a Burning Man thing? What are you talking about? They got Skrillex at Burning Man?
Well, you don't know about the Skurbs?
I don't.
That's
Enlighten
then
me,
you're not
please.
even from here.
Sounds like a slur.
You're
Yeah, can we say the whatever letter that starts with word?
Skrillex.
Skrillex.
I don't know what that is. Am I
The
not? Maybe.
unspoken Scientologist.
Go ahead and explain to me, not the listeners, what a Skrillex ride is.
Oh, that would be a carnival ride that may or may not be set up by people addicted to substances that they like set it up.
I've never heard that
25
word.
minutes.
Well,
You don't
there
know what a
are
carny
no
is?
other
You don't know
types
what a
of
carny
carnival
is.
rides.
It's a
I know what a carny is. I've spent time with carnies. That's a true story, people. I'll tell you all about that at a different time.
Carney
But
Wilson.
All right.
I will tell you. I didn't get to go Skurbexing very much because I did go to the Marquette County Fair this summer when I was in Marquette County. I gotta say, very underwhelming. Not a lot of rides, not a lot of animals, not a lot of entertainment. Okay?
Yeah.
Jackie, true or false? There was a Ferris wheel at the fair.
False.
False. There was no Ferris wheel at the fair. There
What?
Was no tilt. There wasn't.
That's un-American.
They didn't even
It
have
was.
a Skrillex?
They didn't. There was no Skrill. Well, there was this kind of Chris Angel sort of guy who was doing magic. Did I tell you about that?
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, he kind of looked like an older. Is Chris Angel in good shape?
Oh, yeah.
This guy's in less good shape than that. Not shaming him. I'm just saying I didn't like what I saw. And he had a magic show where he had some music playing. It was actually a remix of Cotton Eye Joe.
No.
No cap, fam. It was like, because Cotton Eye Joe itself is kind of a remix, but it was like that, but with like another beat just playing on top of it. and he was out there in a tent around 2 p.m. He had these big metallic cylindrical things that looked like the kind of colors that when you see oil spilled in a parking lot.
Ooh,
They looked like that, and he was picking them up. He was presenting them, and he would throw them. I'm not joking. He'd throw them into each other. Yeah, it was magic.
Sick.
And then
They're like magic rings, or like
they were just
like those hampers or like cat tunnel things that.
They were like that, except they didn't collapse, or if they were supposed to, they didn't do it. They were kind of like a barrel that you would burn trash in.
Oh.
But with rainbow color on it.
Pretty color. Well, I'm down, man.
Yeah.
Unicorn dumpster fire. TM.
Oh, that episode title. Thank you, Christian. Christian Dunst is here, ladies and gentlemen. She was here on an ill-fated in-person. It's gonna come out. It's gonna come out. I know we've had some production delays the last couple episodes. People,
it came out.
That's really no, not the part I'm on. Only part 2 came out.
No, but that's for several reasons. That part's not out yet, and it will be out to our Patreon listeners, and our Patreon listeners will love it and enjoy it because we haven't given them anything for 2 weeks, which is not cool, and it's not what Patreon's
No,
for.
and I'll pay
Patreon's
$1 to
through
listen.
on your promises.
And if you hated the last 2 episodes, I apologize, but you're gonna love this one because what we're gonna do is guess Jaki.
Yes.
They were funny. I was there. I was watching.
They were funny.
Laugh.
They were
Because I was there.
I know, but I'm
what?
saying
I'm sorry.
our taste doesn't run the same as like the mainstream. We're kind of like into old comedy, anti-comedy, right? Antiquated comedy. I'm into anti-comedy.
Antique.
Anti-comedy.
Vintage.
Jack, let's get into some modern comedy and guess which celebrity has a birthday today. Tell me who you think it could be, please.
Modern comedy.
That's not a hint. That's not a hint. I'm saying that we're doing modern comedy. Come on, girl.
Sure. I'm going to say...
Oh, nice mouth noise podcast. Yeah.
Little closer on the mic with that, please. Please.
Owen Wilson.
Oh, wow.
That was a really good one.
That was good.
Oh, wow. Hold on a second. I have to check with the judges. Hold on a second. Is it Owen Wilson's birthday? Oh, okay. I'll tell her. Jaki, the judges have a message for you. It's not Owen Wilson's birthday.
Okay.
It's not. But you're kind of onto something in that, well, it's a guy. Well, it's an American actor born on this day, 1938.
Ooh.
And in a career spanning over 7 decades, he began acting in the 1960s. Now, I'll say going into this, there's a very good chance you'll know who this is. There's a very good chance you won't. I think that it's the kind of person that once you see him, heard his voice, which you're not going to today, you'd be like, oh, that guy, right? Paul, you know who I'm talking about. Can you try to do his voice or something real quick? Do you remember who I picked?
Yeah. Think about... Well, I won't do his voice, but
His voice
what if I did...
I can't. I tried to work on an impression. I couldn't figure it out.
He was in Hitch?
Was he?
I know Hitch.
Yeah.
He was in Hitch?
I
So...
don't really know Hitch.
You don't know Hitch?
Well, I know the concept.
Get
I know
down
Will
to the
Smith. I
frickin'
know
red box at the Holiday gas station.
EpiPen face.
I'll get her hitched. Don't worry.
I'm not seeing it on the filmography, but he was in American History X. Jaki, you've seen American History X.
Yeah, I have.
He's in the movie MASH, not the TV show, but the movie.
Is the movie the show, though?
No.
No.
No. And I think these guys are a little more familiar with Hitch if you kind of want to do a hint.
I don't
based
see
off
him.
that.
I'm not seeing
Even if he's not in it. Well, it's not a
Oh,
problem that he's not in it.
I understand. So he was in, I know him from, this guy is tall, curly-headed man. He was on Friends, not as a main guy, but he played someone's dad on Friends. He hosted the
I
show.
don't know that man.
You know, have you seen the show Saturday Night Live?
Once or twice, yeah.
He hosted it multiple times in the 1970s. That's really where I know him from.
He has
Multiple
kind of a
times?
scary last name.
Several times.
It's almost kind of October themed. Almost.
That's
but not
actually-
all the way.
Yes.
Kristen
yes.
keeps gasping, and that's
I know-
scaring me.
Does Christian know who it
Halloween.
is? Christian.
Why, Christian?
I said something about Halloween
Who
and it
is
probably
this?
spooked her.
Do you know
She's scared to death over here.
No, it's my instinctual podcast noise that I make when I don't want to interrupt, but I also want to interject.
You want to be present.
I
yeah.
accidentally gasp. Okay, so I'm gonna.
I should work
that.
on some
Do
of
you
those
know who
set
it
sounds.
is?
Because what
Do you
I
know
do
who
is
it is?
people, sometimes people will be talking and doing good bits, and I'll be over the top going.
Sometimes a good gasp.
Jacqueline Lambert, who am I talking about? He was in a movie called Bob and Carol and Ted and Alice.
Okay.
I'm serious. He played Dudley Frapper in Whiffs.
Oh, sure. I'm not sure.
You seen Whiffs?
No, I haven't seen Whiffs. I'll put it on the list.
Played
though.
1983 film Tramps. He played Willie Zobel.
Whipped.
Oh, Bill Zobel?
Yeah.
Is this like a Steve Martin type of guy?
Kinda, but like less funny. Oh, I'll tell you. Do you want to hear his spouse? Do you want to hear his spouse?
Yes.
You're not going to believe who he was married to Barbara Streisand for a while.
Oh.
I know. Or he was.
Yes. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine marrying Barbara Streisand?
I follow an Instagram account that's Barbara Streisand's fingers.
I mean, I like the Brolins. There's Brolins.
Do you think I'm going to have to do the name game with you, also known
Yes,
as
please.
Was she married to Josh Brolin?
Just like her son.
James Brolin. She was married to. Is
Thanos' dad?
No, Jackie.
Yeah.
First name. Tell
Tell
me who you think this could be. Who would have hosted Saturday Night Live several times in the 1970s?
I'm not familiar with
White man.
Oh. Duh.
Not a lot of white guys on SNL.
Is it the guy who was a senator and got desenatored
No, he
for
wasn't.
getting boobs
He wasn't
on a plane?
He just did the guest hosting on.
Al
SNL.
Franken.
So we're not going to be.
Oh yeah,
talking,
he was
not Al
on
Franken.
SNL.
Yeah, we're not talking Al Franken, but he looks.
Jim Belushi.
He kind of looks like Al Franken, but twice as tall and less.
Oh, no, so
nasal
not
voice.
Jim Belushi.
No, he
as
was
tall.
Monica's dad on Friends.
Sorry.
I don't know Friends.
Why didn't
I'm
you
so
watch
sorry.
Friends?
This is the worst.
We were a CSI family.
I think I have a hint that Jackie's going to be able to understand.
Okay.
Jackie, you are a jeweler, correct?
Correct.
Amazing jewelry.
And you work with several different sorts of metals.
Yes.
What if there was a metal that looked like my shirt?
Sure.
What would that be?
Gold. Bronze.
But what if it
brass.
was? What if you were selling it as part of a Halloween necklace? And it was scary. What if it was a scary time and it was kind of did an October theme?
Gold boo.
Close.
Ooh, no, you're
Goldblum.
Close,
Jeff
kinda-
Goldblum. Sorry.
Correct.
That's not spooky at all.
I'll give it to her. It's
not the guy.
It's not right, but it was.
It's close enough. It's close enough. Jackie, you did it. We'll play. The music is playing right now to
A
celebrate.
spooky gold necklace is what you're trying to get me to guess?
What's another word for a ghost?
Spectre.
No,
Apparition.
it sounds like gold.
Keep him coming.
Ghoul.
Yeah. First
Gould.
name.
Rob.
Think
It's
about
the same-
this.
Goldstein.
If I had a knife.
Stab.
What is that? Doesn't make any
Elliott.
sense. Elliott.
Yeah. Ha.
Stabbed.
Guess it did make sense.
Stabbed himself in the
motherfucker.
chest.
Oh right.
Thank you, Paul. That was good. Good miming. Listeners, he was miming
I
himself
know
stabbing
Jackie.
himself
I
in
know
the heart.
Jackie's brain.
It's because you implanted a bunch of bullshit about suicidal men into it, like Elliott Smith.
Who's Elliott Smith?
He's an emo guy from the 90s that stabbed himself in the heart.
And he would have been Dan's neighbor if he lived.
Love a mean woman, love to drink, love to die, love to stink. I'm a big old boy in the real world. That's Elliott Smith. But we're not talking Elliott Smith. We're talking to Elliott Gould. Jackie, do you have any idea who that is?
Oh, that guy. Yeah, he looks like Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah.
He was
from
on
Hitch.
the, yeah, he
Got
was
him
in
those
Hitch.
glasses.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's from the Ocean's 12.
I
13,
should have said that. God damn, I meant that was supposed to be one of my clues because Jackie, guess what?
I'm an Ocean's girl.
You are. What's your favorite one?
I didn't actually see the girl one, but probably that one.
That one's awesome.
Kristen
I don't give
says
a
that's
fuck.
good.
All right.
She
Well, we're
doesn't
not a
give
movie.
fuck.
We're not a movie review podcast. We are a celebrity birthday podcast. And right now is typically what I would do: a well-researched birthday bio segment about Elliott Gould. I do that in every episode, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
But Jackie, you know me. I'm busy. I didn't have time. what with
You were at
the
my house for like
podcast,
3 weeks.
we watched almost the whole first season of the Steve Harvey Show a couple weeks ago.
Which is really good, by
It's
the
a
way.
very good show.
We did not
And
go bowling.
with all that stuff going on, Jackie, I didn't have time to research a bio for Elliott Gould. But what I did, I didn't want to leave us high or dry. But I figured maybe I could give this jolly good fellow a chance to join us on our own on the podcast, right? So I go over to elliottgould.com. There was a contact me section. I wrote him, said blah blah blah. Hi, I'm Dan. All that, And he sent me this email back. It says, and I would try to do it in his voice, but it's a hard voice to imitate, even though I can hear it in my head. So I'll be working on that. Dear Dan, November 10th. Thank you for your interest in me and my website, elliottgould.com. Everyone here in Hollywood has been talking about the Happy Birthday podcast, particularly your performance as host. Oh,
Wow.
cool. Okay. Unfortunately, I will not be able to join you on my birthday, not because I have plans, but because the Screen Actors Guild is on strike, and we are not permitted to make promotional appearances. However, because you were kind enough to contact me through my website, I am attaching a detailed plot synopsis for my next movie. Please do not share this information under any circumstances. The production is in violation of SAG policies, and if anyone found out, it could get this screen actor killed. Love, Elliott Gould. So, yeah, he sent me some pretty cool information, but, like it said, I'm not supposed to say anything about it. So I guess we'll just go to commercial, and it's kind of a letdown, but it's okay.
Can I just really quick say that I'm down with, like striking workers most of the time, but I thought we were past this whole pull up your pants thing. Like,
What?
Pull up your pants.
sagging is on strike?
You're so stupid.
Oh, got it. Okay,
Yeah,
I gotta do it. I'm
Thanks,
sorry.
Dad.
Elliot, I hate to do this to you. I gotta share this. Jackie, this guy's gonna be in a sequel to Ocean's 11 called Ocean's 100.
Oh my god.
And
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, let me tell you about it. I got a pretty brief synopsis. This might take
There's
about 10,
100
15
guys,
minutes to read.
right?
Yeah, it's 100 guys. And I think when he said it's in violation of the sagging, is that it's the first ever movie to use deep fake real dolls to bring dead actors to life alongside the living actors. And I don't know, some of the living actors might even be real fake deep dolls too. I don't really know.
Deep dolls.
Well, depending on the model you get, yes.
Okay.
If you pay extra, you can get a real deep doll.
Yeah.
Deep dish doll.
Oh boy.
Jackie, so he sent me a PDF. Like he said, it says, do not open, do not say out loud. Elliot, I'm sorry. This is too good. So here we go. This is coming, I don't know when, Ocean's 100. Ocean's 11 is back times 9 plus 1, and yes, the original dozen minus 1 from the 2001 blockbuster are back. That's George Clooney, Matt Damon, Brad Pitt, Casey Affleck, Scott Conn, Eddie Jemison, whoever that is, Don Cheadle, Kin Xiaobo, Carl Reiner, today's jolly good fellow Mr. Elliott Gould, and of course the late great Bernie Mac. And listen up, America, the rest of the original Kings of Comedy are joining the crew. That means Cedric the Entertainer, D.L. Hughley, and Judge Steve Harvey. This time around, Danny Ocean's 8 1/4 dozen are off the mean streets of Sin City, Las Vegas, and taking their crack criminal taking their crack criminal chops to God's country. That's the Upper Peninsula of Michigan to you, where they hatch a plan to steal the world's largest working chainsaw, Big Gus, from DeYuper's tourist trap in Ishpeming. Of course, they'll need some local yokels to help them get the lay of the land, so the crew recruits the local TV legends I grew up with: Steve Astlin, Vicky Crystal, Greg Trick, Buck Levasseur, Carl Pellenpaugh, and freedom fighter Carl Bonack. George Clooney's Danny Ocean decides that one Ocean is not enough for Ocean's 100, and so he brings aboard Billy Ocean, who in turn takes on Ricky Lake, Lake Bell, Joan Rivers, River Phoenix, C. Thomas Howell, Delta Burke, and Albert Brooks. You know who's from Michigan? Kid Rock. You know who's joining the crew? Kid Rock. And Chris Rock. And The Rock. Yes, Dwayne the Tooth Fairy Johnson gets back to his wrestling roots and brings in ringers Triple H, The Undertaker, Cactus Jack, Big Show, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and China. And direct from China comes Jackie Chan meeting Channing Tatum, Tatum O'Neal, Neil Simon, Simon Pegg, Peggy Lee, and Lee Harvey Oswald at Oswald's Bear Ranch, the nation's largest bear-only bear ranch just outside the town of Newberry. And who knew Barry Sanders, Halle Berry, Chuck Berry, Barry Gibb, Matt Berry, Fred Berry, Dave Berry, and Jim Carrey are joining this all-hands-on-deck operation. Yes, Ace Ventura himself is turning in his pet detective badge and going to the dark side. And he's not going to be alone in the comic relief department, because the cast of this crew includes famous funny men Pete Davidson, David Spade, Ray Romano, Kevin James, Kevin Hart, Colin Quinn, Colin Jost, Groucho Marx, Chico Marx, Harpo Marx, Zeppo Marx, Lisa Lampanelli, and like I said earlier, the original Kings of Comedy. And speaking of original Kings of Comedy, who better to have on a sneaky covert mission than the quiet stars of the silent screen? Charlie Chaplin, Buster Keaton, Harold Lloyd, Harry Langdon, Larry Seaman, and Fatty Arbuckle lend their sticky slapstick fingers to the big chainsaw snatching, which is set to take place on September the 6th, 906 Day. 906 is the telephone area code for the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and the locals view the number with a sense of reverence. So much so that a big 906 Day celebration is being held at Lower Harbor in Marquette, Michigan, where all true blue Yoopers will be gathering at 9:06 p.m. to count out loud to the number 906. It
You
seems
are
like
kidding.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
It seems like the perfect. It seems like the perfect distraction the Ocean's 100 needs to make off with their novelty-sized logging equipment payload. The gang's not-so-sharpshooter, Alec Baldwin, holds the tourist trap watchman at bay as the starting lineup for the Pittsburgh Steelers carries Big Gus to the getaway vehicle. Steelers, get it? Once the saw has been secured, the man behind the wheel, Paul Walker, fast and furiously speeds away, startling Mr. Baldwin, whose itchy trigger finger turns what was supposed to be a quick in and out into a gruesome murder scene. The getaway van speeds through Marquette, loses control, and crashes right next to the big 906 Day celebration just as the crowd is reaching 905. A bruised and confused Danny Ocean crawls out of the passenger seat, admits his attempted crime to the crowd, and informs them that the Yoopers tourist trap night watchman has been accidentally neutralized. Marquette's mayor consoles the career criminal, saying, "Oh, don't worry about the watchman. He was old. It's fine. You know, we never get to see 100 celebrities up here in the UP. We're just happy to have you. Isn't that right, Steve?" And would you believe it's Steve from Blue's Clues, and he's with a who's who of the blues? B.B. King, Albert King, Charlie Patton, Robert Johnson, Bobby Hayes, and Eric Clapton take the stage for an all-star blues jam with Steve Harvey joining in on saxophone. Ocean's 100 vow to give up their life of crime, except for 11 dissenters. O.J. Simpson, Charles Manson, Dennis Rader, Jack the Ripper, Jeffrey Dahmer, John Wayne Gacy, Ted Bundy, H.H. Holmes, Chris Benoit, Jeffrey Epstein, and his femme fatale Ghislaine Maxwell, who break away from their reformed former partners in crime and head off for their next illicit spree in Portland, Oregon.
Whoa.
So,
Wow.
I hope I don't get in a lot of trouble for spilling the beans on that one, but I don't think it hurts to hype this
You're
up
going
early.
to hell.
I think it's going to be about 10, 20, 30 years before this movie comes out. So buy your tickets now, and happy birthday, Elliott Gould.
Happy birthday, Elliott.
Happy
Gould.
birthday.
Happy birthday, Elliott.
Was that 100 people?
Yes, I made sure to count. There are 100 people mentioned.
I'm glad you had Bobby Hayes in there.
100
Yes.
guys.
Yes, he's part of
100
Ocean's
good
100.
men. That's what I'm talking about.
That's the biggest list we ever had on this show.
Yep. It's a list. I did numbers. There was some rhymes in there.
There was rhyming
Yeah,
and
that was
numbers and a list.
mad
Oh my
respect.
God. All that's missing was a wheel.
That's true. And maybe we'll be
Spin
right
it,
back
baby.
with that. And Jackie, if
Just
you
the
could,
paper
if
noise.
you had the
The wheel's a little
opportunity
busted.
to say something on a podcast right
Jeffrey
now
Bear.
on Elliott Gould's birthday,
Yeah,
what
go
would
in the fridge.
what would that be? What would that be?
If I were to say one thing about my favorite podcast on Elliott Gould's
That's
birthday,
not what I said, but that's fine.
Yeah,
I know you're having fun over there, and that's fine.
Murder.
no, what did you really
romance.
ask?
If you had a chance to say anything on a podcast
On a
on Elliott's
podcast.
Gould birthday, which you have the
Elliott's
chance
school
right now.
birthday. I would say
Elliott's School.
that something
acting
interesting
academy.
happened to me today at work where a woman came through with a full sleeve of cat tattoos on both arms.
Hell yeah.
And you were like, your pussy is gorgeous.
I got nothing to say. I'm on a platform and I got no big news to share.
Try to do Elliott Gould's voice.
They
real
make
quick.
you stand up on stilts?
They make me stand up on stilts and do Saturday Night Live, and I can't do it no more. I'm 100 years old.
That's not it. That's not it.
What's he sound like?
We'll be right back.
That's Elliott Gould.
Hello, podcast listeners. My name is Dale Carney, president of the Marquette County Fair, and I've been commanded by the mayor of Marquette to issue a public apology for the poor quality of this year's county fair. As the fair president, all responsibility ultimately falls on me, but I would like to say a lot of the things that went on weren't my fault. Many of the rides and attractions that were promised and not delivered were not delivered because the truck drivers that were transporting them simply did not know what day the fair started on. If they had called me on my home phone, I could have told them what day we needed the rides to be there, but they did not take the initiative to do so. Live entertainment was severely lacking this year, I will admit, but there was little I or my board of trustees could do about it. The morning before opening day, the local amateur magicians union went on strike, curtailing all of our main stage showcases. As a last-minute solution, the fair vice president, my wife Barb, wheeled out a TV to play an assortment of Jeff Dunham DVDs to please the patrons. We were unaware until showtime how badly scratched these discs from our personal collection were, and for that, we apologize. Many fairgoers took to Facebook to decry the lack of livestock present in this year's 4-H tent. The stables were empty and the pig pens were bare, with only a scant few gooses and ducks present for our barnyard enthusiasts. I was as disappointed as anyone with this development, but believe me, if you had seen the animals that were turned away from this year's fair, you'd be thanking me. The hogs were listless and covered in boils and sores, while the horses were ill-tempered, underfed, and damn near blind. I conclude my legally mandated public apology by saying I'm sorry, and we promise that next year's fair will be at least a little better than this year's. In the meantime, I ask the citizens of Marquette to quit giving me the stink eye when you see me out shopping at Super One Foods, and for the love of God, when you see me driving, do not flip me the bird while my grandson is in the car.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. This is Elliott Gould. Oh, Jackline.
Dan.
If it's not Elliott Gould's birthday today, whose is it?
You tell me, bud.
Oh, is it?
You tell me, bud.
Is it? I'm going to reach deep into my pockets.
This person, I hope, is not in there.
Pull out a stick of gum. I'm going to chew that gum. Fucking bubble gum, hey. I was never good at blowing bubbles, actually.
Really?
Why would I want to?
It's not like a thing that men
That's
do.
how you get the gum out of your mouth.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I got a lifetime of spearmint. Jacqueline, I'm going to guess today is the birthday of... Oh, what's her freaking name? Who is that figure skater in the 90s? Not her. It's not her.
Yeah.
It's not her, though.
Yamaguchi.
Christy Yamaguchi.
Yes.
How you say...
So if it's not Christian Yamaguchi's birthday, and it's not Christian Henson's birthday, and it's not Kirsten Dunst's birthday, I'm stumped. I'm flummoxed. I don't know what to say.
I'll let you in on a little secret, if you will. This is a man.
I was trying to be diplomatic and guess a live young woman. I guess
This is a dead
Yamaguchi's
man.
probably not that.
This man is dead.
Is he dead in the way that like Elliott Gould is probably dead, but he's still alive, or is he dead like sepia tone era dead, Wild
Not
West era
sepia
dead?
tone era.
Okay,
This is a more of a modern man. But
Did he die within my lifetime? I was born in 1964.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to
in
say
heaven
he
or hell?
died. He's in hell.
That's a good
He's in
question.
hell, and he really likes it there.
Oh,
Yeah. Let me see when he died.
Anton
say it was in
LaVey.
You are in a very good vein. Yeah. This guy
No
died
one
in
ever tells me
93
that.
at age 36. This is like the Anton LaVey of the punk rock world. Who am I
Wait
talking
a
about?
minute. 93. It's not. No, you already did David Koresh.
Korsh.
And he's David Korsh. And he's not really he was more of a folk rock kind of guy, indie rock.
Right.
What kind of music? He had a band. Like, what kind of music did he play? Right?
He
Blues.
was like a punk guy. He also did spoken word. He did a lot of...
I meant David Korsh, but that's
That's what I was answering.
yeah. Thank you.
I didn't get it.
The blues is
didn't get
bad
the joke.
news. Oh, wait a minute,
Yeah.
Jackie. This might be the coolest guy you've ever covered in feces.
Hey,
Let me say
this.
this. Let me say this before I say the name.
Yeah.
If I were gonna do an impersonation, I tried to do an impersonation of Elliott Gould, couldn't pull it off. If I was gonna do an impersonation of this guy, would I have to strip down, show off my very, very small penis, jump up and down while someone plays a shitty Stratocaster knockoff behind me, take a dude on the floor, and cut my head open, and then drink till I can't drink no more?
Yes.
Gili Allin.
Gigi Allin. Wow, wow, now.
The last true blues man, I call him. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Summer birthday, huh?
He's a summer boy. What
Do you
can I
think anyone
say?
ever told him that he shared a birthday with Elliott Gould?
You know, they might have crossed paths. They were
That's possible.
90s New Yorkers.
Yeah, that's possible. Elliott Gould is in the back of one of those shows. He's like, I'm out of here.
This guy stinks.
Wow, Jacqueline, I could have asked, when I was getting the hints, I could have asked, why did you choose this jolly good fellow? But I think the answer is 'cause he's cool and punk as fuck.
Exactly.
Thanks.
All the other people were also cool, but less fecal.
Yeah. And he's going around, he was assaulting people, he was smacking people around. I've seen a picture of his dead body. And you want to talk about, I know it smelled crazy in there. Shit.
Let's get into
Bury
it.
that man with an air freshener is all I can say.
If you've ever been subject to discourse from a drunk 28-year-old guy named Blaze at a basement show who asked you for a cigarette, chances are you already know who Gigi Allin is. For those fortunate few who may not know, Gigi Allin was a punk rock artist famous for his live on-stage antics, which included defecation, self-mutilation, and cum stuff. Gigi Allin was born Jesus Christ Allin on August 29th, 1956, to a very strict religious family. At a young age, his older sibling, unable to pronounce Jesus, coined the nickname Gigi. With his tumultuous and trauma-ridden upbringing, it's no surprise that JGF Gigi turned into the voyeur that he did. He stated himself that if he weren't a musician, he probably would have been a serial killer. The degenerate, cop-hating Allin was no stranger to violence and no stranger to the strong hand of the law. Allin was arrested on Christmas, December 25th, 1989, for
You can't do
assault
that.
with intent to do great bodily harm less than murder.
It's double jeopardy to arrest someone on Christmas.
Jesus
Yeah, that's
Christ being
sanctuary
arrested
laws.
on Christmas for assault? It's tragic, ironic, and cruel, but it could be worse. Jesus Christ being arrested on Christmas is like a diapered fat guy being arrested on Valentine's Day for giving out free kisses. Jesus Christ being
is he
arrested on
diapered?
Christmas is like a diapered fat guy being arrested on New Year's for giving out poppers. Jesus Christ being arrested on Christmas is like a snake being arrested on St. Patrick's Day for being driven out of a potato field. I have a few more. Jesus Christ being arrested on Christmas is like arresting a sheet ghost on Halloween for putting razor blades and needles in trick-or-treat candy.
Shout out Elliott Gould.
Arresting Jesus Christ Allin on Christmas for violent assault with intent to do great bodily harm less than murder is like arresting Justin Trudeau on Boxing Day for returning unwanted Christmas presents from his gay son. GGFJCGGG being arrested, GGFGCGGA being arrested on Christmas is like arresting a pilgrim on Thanksgiving for genocide. Arresting. Go please. I need.
Arresting Gigi Allin, arresting Jesus Christ on Christmas is like arresting me on November 10th for just having a good time.
Exactly. Arresting Gigi Allin on Christmas is like arresting Donald Trump on January 6th.
We don't do politics, but
Arresting Gigi Allen on Christmas is like arresting me on Columbus Day, October 12th, my birthday, if it falls on a Monday. I have one more. Arresting Gigi Allen on Christmas for assault is like arresting Rock Robert Scully for heroin on August 1st, Jerry Garcia's birthday. Happy birthday in hell, Jerry Garcia, Gigi Allen, Rock Scully, Roberts.
yeah, rest in peace, Jerry Allen. I don't approve of all the stuff that you said, but I do approve of all the things you did.
Thank you. That's all I can ask.
I don't know.
You're talking to him.
Yeah, not you. And real quick, I'm going to go down to my local Redbox. I'm going to see if they have any Gigi Allen CDs. I think that they're mostly DVDs, but I live in a kind of punk rock neighborhood, so you never know.
Honestly, you never know.
Mom and Dad, it's back to school, and that means shopping. Why not give Goodwill a try? Your teen or tween will love our selection of pre-owned and vintage clothing and accessories, all priced at or above retail. Goodwill used to mean cheap clothing for those in need, but not anymore. We get 100% of our clothing and accessories donated to us for free. So we can set the price to anything we want. And we want your back-to-school kiddos to feel like they're getting the full experience of back-to-school shopping. That's why Goodwill Industries makes sure we price every item at or well above retail pricing. And you know it's only the good stuff because it's all been worn before. Experience re-loved items at Goodwill, like our boutique selection of Faded Glory jeans. A vast selection of local Fun Run t-shirts dating back to 2002, separated by color and not size like those other big box stores. Or take a peek at our DVD selection for dozens of timeless classics that aren't streaming on any platform, like the 1963 Laugh-In Comedy Sketchbox series, containing discs 1, 2, 4, and 9. Find your new style this school year and jump into no savings at Goodwill.
Chris Chan, I have a couple questions I'd like to ask you.
All right.
Would you like to win $100? Yes or no?
I would.
So I bet you are going to get this one. Honest to God. So this guy died on this day in 2016. He is an American actor. And he's like a curly hair guy, and he's a silly guy.
Hot.
I think he was married to Gilda Radner.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
And he's in a
When
bunch
was
of
he
movies that you
born?
know, and I don't want to tell you that he was born in 1933.
I'm going to do a visual impression. This won't translate to the listeners, but watch this.
Oh.
What did I do there? Yeah.
Dan opened his eyes really big and went like he was a snake with an egg in his mouth.
Yeah, it was kind of freakish.
This guy, you might know him from movies.
I know it.
Okay,
Why
who is
would
it?
Gilda Radner fucking marry him? He was such a puke bucket. He had to go back to like middle school. Are we talking about
Are
Rodney
you talking about
Dangerfield?
Billy Madison? No.
No, I'm talking about Rodney Dangerfield.
No, and actually, he might not have even been married to Gilda Radner, but I thought he was.
I didn't know that.
That was just this. I'm really good at this,
think he
not
was.
looking stuff up and just guessing.
Well, I
Gilda
just saw the
Radner,
eyes and I
husband.
thought that was Rodney Dangerfield eyes.
It was.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I could see that.
Oh, okay.
Okay, no,
so-
she was. She was married to this guy. So, who is it?
Was he on SNL as well?
Probably, but not as a cast member. But she did marry a guy from SNL. She married G.E. Smith also, right before
Nobody
she married
knows
this
who
guy.
that is.
I don't know who that is.
No.
G.E. Smith? Yeah, he's like the SNL, he's the band guy, isn't he? Or is he the announcer? Maybe he's the announcer.
Oh.
Sorry, I stepped
Dan.
away. I had some production things on my end. I heard SNL trivia. Let me...
Yes, I need you back, Dan.
Yeah.
Was G.E. Smith the voice of SNL?
No, he was the guitar player, the leader of the band. In like the
That's
80s
what
and
he
90s,
was,
yeah.
the leader of the band.
Paul
Okay.
And he had
Sheffield?
this- No.
So this guy, he's in a bunch of movies. I think he lived kind of a sad life.
Are we still trying to get the bug-eyed snake man?
Yeah.
Yeah, the snake, the egg snake guy. He's in a bunch of memes where he's like,
oh, really?
he was in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Kristen.
It's not what
The
movie's
original?
That's not what the movie's called. That's not what the movie's called.
He's
It's
in
Willy
Willy
Wonka
Wonka's
and the Chocolate Factory.
Big Day with the kids in the factory.
Oh,
where he kills the
goddamn, Gene Wilder.
kids. Yep, the wild man himself.
Hey, I got it. I get $100.
Wow, you with Jaki?
Damn.
Jackie, pay up.
Yeah,
pay the
pay up.
pipester.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is something that no one ever dreamed of happening. My own flesh and blood, my wife and child, or mostly just wife, is here on the
I
mic.
hope your child isn't here.
No, he's out in the yard.
Put him outside.
We got Dan and Kate plus 8 more people in the Zoom window. It's so nice to have everybody here. Kate, what is your birthday? How old are you?
My birthday
What is your address?
March 3rd. My phone number is 906-235-1726.
Oh, you have my phone number memorized.
I
That's
know.
sweet.
That is sweet.
I don't know yours.
Well, that's why if she gets into a jam, she can call it you and you.
We have never
Safety.
juiced a loved
Fail.
one. Well, actually, I would consider Jada Hutt
Sick.
to be a loved one. But Catherine, I am holding in my big little hands a big little book that you might know by the name of The Secret Language of Birthdays. This was written by Gary Goldschneider and Juiced Elfers. Do you see that?
Yeah, I've seen that around the house.
No, because I keep it down here in
Locked
the basement. You make it sound like I just leave it laying around.
Kinda.
Potential home invaders, you will not be able to gain access to this book. I keep it under lock and key.
Except when you're propping a window open with it.
I use that Beatles
Gasp.
coffee
Blasphemy.
table book for that. This is a soft cover book. I know you're trying to paint a colorful picture, but I'm trying to lay down the facts here.
Okay. Sorry.
It's
Forgive
okay.
me,
It's okay.
everybody.
You're doing fine. I have certain books that I use to prop open windows, and this is not one of them. I do not want that rumor getting started.
I take it all back.
March 3rd. It says the day of design. That's fun.
Yeah.
It's the same birthday as who from Marquette, Michigan?
My sister.
Mark Smith.
Sycamore Smith.
Sycamore Smith.
Your sister's not born on March
Friend of
3rd.
the show.
March
Friend of the
3rd
show.
and March 5th are my sister's birthdays.
Well, that's
Weird.
yeah. How did your? I don't want to get into that.
And then you got married on March
My mom's
4th,
birthday
didn't
is
you?
May 3rd, Kate. If you can believe that.
I can't believe that.
Wild.
My mom's birthday is October 1st.
Ooh, Libra. Or is she a, what's the other one?
Witchy.
Y'all, Groundhog Day is on February 2. What do you think about that? And shout out
Arresting Groundhog
Oh,
on
there-
Groundhog's Day. That's like arresting Gigi Allen on Christmas.
It's a callback to earlier. You'll understand.
Okay. I might not.
Do you know Gigi Allen at all, Catherine?
I know of him.
Never met
Check
him.
him
though.
out. You should check him out. He's pretty cool. What do you know of him? What's your?
He's a musician.
No. I mean, he is. He is.
Yeah.
He is. He is.
He's a musician
I
in the
know
way
of
that
him.
Charles Manson is a musician.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or Marilyn Manson, honestly.
Well, Marilyn Manson wishes.
Charles Manson played guitar.
True.
True.
There you go.
March
So,
3rd. Shout out
checkmate.
Sycamore Smith, friend of the show who has not been on since like episode 5. I'd like to get him back on. Shout out to him. I emceed a show that he played at Flanagan's Bar, and did I get more laughs than his whimsical tunes? Yeah.
Probably not.
No.
No, I did. People were laughing at me,
Oh, yeah. That's
not with me.
That happens at Flanagan sometimes.
March 3rd.
After burp.
That's why you don't drink carbonated soda on the mic.
I got it.
FCC bans these from actual radio stations.
What?
You can't bring seltzer in
What
the studio.
happened? I'm drinking You're Two-Hearted.
Yeah, but that's different because that also relaxes the throat muscles. Seltzer water just creates tension and
does,
bubbles.
yeah.
And
balls it up.
All right.
people born on this day, March 3rd, Alexander Graham Bell, Shalom Aleichem.
Your son is so gorgeous.
Thank you. And the strengths and weaknesses of people born on this day. Are you sitting? Well, you don't have to sit down for the first part. I haven't done this in a while. I forgot how to juice someone properly.
Okay. It's okay.
Yeah, and Kate,
Yep.
you are directed conceptual, and well prepared.
Thank you.
I would agree with those. You are well prepared. You're always like, we got to make sure this gets done. We got to make sure that gets done. I'm like, what are you talking about?
That's true.
It literally makes no sense.
Pretty much every
And you're like,
conversation we have.
we fly out tomorrow, so we have to get packed. I'm like, I don't need. There's a Walmart there.
Who are you? Why is our son outside?
The sun can stay outside in the summer months. Oh, but it can't be all fun and games and me saying you're so awesome and you're a queen. There's a list of weaknesses. 3 of them. Are you sitting down for this?
Yes.
Okay. You are biased, compulsive, and self-unaware.
Ooh,
Wow.
Biased in what way?
Yeah, what's your big deal?
That's a good question. I find more to argue with the compulsive one. I don't find myself very compulsive. I feel like somebody to be directed and compulsive at the same time.
I don't think that's you could be very directed towards positive things in life, very compulsive towards negative things in life.
I suppose that's true.
And I think that what was the other one?
Bias, self-unaware.
You wouldn't even know, would you?
I suppose I wouldn't.
Yeah, you wouldn't know. We're telling you this for the first time.
Have you ever seen that Donald Trump hearing about the Ruth Gator Bing Bong?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I show you that?
Explain memes
Yeah,
to
and you
your
also,
wife.
it's a pretty common catchphrase.
I didn't know if you knew the origin of it. There's all sorts of stuff I say that you don't know.
You go, you're telling me this for the first time. So that's kind of a giveaway.
And I always meet it with.
Rudy Giuliani turned himself in today. Did you guys hear that?
I saw that. He looks very
That's
sullen.
amazing.
His
I did
mugshot.
not see that. I've been off the net.
I don't really follow a lot of politics stuff. I'm more of a pop culture kind of slapstick comedy kind of guy. So the Rudy Giuliani thing, does that have anything to do with, is it the entrapment thing from Borat? Is that what he's getting charged with?
I don't think
No, I think it's
Because he took they got him, Borat made him take his pants off in front of like a 10-year-old girl.
I remember.
He says he was just
also
adjusting his belt. Let's take the man at his word. Kate, I want to get you $1,000.
I could really use
And I'm gonna kind of blow your mind with this one. I think a little bit.
Okay.
Well, first I thought I have a good one because you're married to my friend Dan. I know I wasn't supposed to say that, but this is my friend Dan's wife. And Dan, true or false, Kate is a blues hound.
False.
It's actually true. And see, I bet you.
I didn't want to say. I can't
because
say it, but yeah, you're right. You're right.
I know he doesn't listen to blues in the house, as per the house rules, but I did think maybe I would ask you about an old blues musician today in
good.
honor of your marriage to Dan.
Bo Diddley.
All right, so this for the $1,000. I'm actually Kate wildcard segment. We're doing deaths.
The blues is scary music.
Okay, death.
This guy died on this day in 2011.
2011.
Delta blues guitarist and American.
What's
his
I'm a Delta blues guitarist first and American second. Husband third. Alcoholic fourth.
His middle name was Honey Boy, just like the movie with Shia LaBeouf, but it was not his Christian name.
This guy's memoirs.
Oh, William.
You have his
Honey
memoirs?
Boy William.
Yeah. It's actually a great read. I don't know much of his music, but it's a very candid recounting of life on the bayou.
Is this one of the ones that you read me excerpts from time to time?
Yeah.
Died at 96 years old, so oldest blues musician ever to live.
I was reading you an excerpt of how he was like looking back on all the other men's wives that he fucked over the years. And he was like, I had my fun.
And he was, again, I don't know if you missed what I said, but he died at 96 years old, oldest blues musician to ever have lived.
Lightning
And I'm just adding
Hopkins.
that fact.
No.
Nope.
John Lee Hooker.
No.
Robert Johnson.
No. Bobby Hayes.
Bobby Hayes.
You're
Close.
probably.
His first name is Hayes. You said Hayes. His first name is Dave.
Dave? Honey Boy Jones.
Close.
Close.
Dave Honey
Actually,
Boy
think
Joan.
about Blank Jones, financial institution. Blank Jones.
Dow.
Let me see if I can give you a
Dave
hint.
Dow?
I'm going to give you
Dave
a hint.
Honey Boy Dow?
No.
I'm going to give you a hint. And that's not his music. That's just.
Some blues, yeah.
I'm gonna. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna need more of a hint.
Who's that guy? The psychic guy who was like he was on TV. He was like a TV psychic. Remember him?
He would talk to people's dead loved ones.
I don't know this.
Crossing over. You didn't watch a lot of TV in the early 2000s.
I didn't know. I was thinking
your
of
first
Miss
mistake.
Cleo, but that's
No,
she's not
this
a
guy would stand in the middle of a room
love her.
and he would look at the audience and he would go, I think someone in here has an older dead relative. And someone would stand up there, that's me. Like, I think it was your grandfather or your cousin or your other grandparent. Yeah, it was my aunt. It was my aunt. Yes, that's what I thought.
He's telling you to throw out all the old newspapers. He's saying it's a fire hazard. Throw them out. You don't need a room full of old newspapers.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's a bad stand. I gave you a bad stand to make you sound bad.
Give me the bad stand.
I will say that.
Dan, I got nothing.
No,
I got no other
She
clues.
might not get the money, but I will say one final clue. I think the same last name of John Kerry's running mate who cheated on his cancer-ridden wife. You guys remember that?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Ooh, yeah,
King
he
Does
shit.
that?
This guy. You didn't vote for John Kerry in 2004.
I did, but I wasn't.
Yeah, look me in the eyes. Tell me you didn't
Goddamn
vote.
vote.
Who'd you vote for 2008? Is there a presidential election you didn't vote for? Vote in?
No.
Yes.
I've
Okay.
always voted.
All right.
I just haven't paid that much attention to it.
I didn't always vote.
Are you about to vote for Barack Obama a fourth time?
Yes.
Sure. Sign me up.
No, you should hear what she says about Obama. No, I'm sorry.
just
Apparently,
wanna
I'm
hear
supposed
him
to. I'll vote for John Kerry again.
Okay.
Who do you like in next year's election? Tulsi?
Yeah, big Tulsi
I like
head.
her energy.
Yeah, she's got or what was the lady who the
Pete
author?
Buttigieg.
Sure, him too.
Author. Marianne Williamson?
Yeah,
She didn't write a book, did she?
I don't know. She's an author
She
though.
has a
Probably.
lot to say. Well, I will say shout out. I saw that she was recently on Bill Maher's podcast, Club Random. It looks pretty cool.
Nice.
Oh.
And she was like, what are you talking about? And he's going, oh, come on.
That was good. That was really good.
Oh, but
It's a hard one to do.
I look around and I see things are fine. I look outside and it's fine.
John Kerry.
Oh yeah, because she was.
So
yeah,
who are we-
that was the thing. She was on Skid Row.
Yep.
Yeah, I
And
saw
he's
that.
like, who even listens to Skid Row anymore? Come on. Who are we talking about? Blues guy, 96 years old.
Dave, Honey Boy.
oldest.
You want to? I'll give you
Blues
this.
guy
You
to
can run
ever
upstairs.
live.
You can run upstairs, try to find that book if you want.
Should I?
No.
There's a lot of books up there.
Dig through the
You get
library.
You get 9 seconds. Let's go.
No, I mean I don't. I have no idea. I really don't.
Ooh, David Honeyboy Edwards.
Edward.
Sorry, I feel like I failed you, Kate. I couldn't think of anyone else with the last name Edwards. I would have kept going all night.
Edward Cullen.
No.
Last name
John
Edwards.
Edwards.
John Edward.
Yeah, that's okay. I didn't really want
Edward
$1,000 anyway.
Well, I got.
Edward
Guess what? I got a.
Redemption
I have a
round.
redemption round for both Chris Chan and Kate, and
Chris
this
Chan.
one.
My candle burned out.
And this one is going to absolutely blow your mind. This person, not only this woman, frankly, not only died on this day, she was born on this day.
Oh, damn.
Actress, famous for the movie Gaslight, dies on her 67th
Fuck.
birthday. She's
Fuck, I use that
Swedish, has a
word
Swedish
every
name.
day.
Ingrid Bergman.
Oh no.
No.
You just gaslit Christian out of her redemption round. Oh my
Nice, very
God.
nice.
That was, there we go.
Oh my goodness.
So glad I asked about you today, Kate.
Wow. Well, you're splitting that one. Christian, did you say that you use that word every day, gaslight?
Well, you know,
Who's
toxic
gaslighting you?
relationships, still working
Yeah.
through things.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, it's real.
It's just-
I mean,
you can
it's
use-
a little
it's-
overused. However, people actually overuse the whole tactic. Sex.
That's so true.
Everyday life, all the time.
But how else do you get a woman to
they
fall
don't.
in love with you?
Well, no, I mean, even at the fucking,
I'm gaslighting you.
even
Also
at
a
the
good
place.
point.
Someone
they're
tells
like,
me I'm
"Are
crazy,
you
I believe
sure
him,
you
okay?"
didn't steal this? Here's my receipt. Are you sure?
Can you, Jaki, gaslit Kristen at the...
I did accuse her.
Let's hear that, because I don't think most people know what you're talking about there.
I saw Christian at the self-checkout at Walmart. I said, "Are you stealing?" very loudly. She did not like it.
Because they will frisk
And that
you
is gaslighting.
down
That's
at
very
Walmart.
rude.
They
And
will
then I
hold
left.
you in detention.
Yeah, they do that.
I wonder.
They ain't fucking around.
I got in trouble for shoplifting at Econo Foods when I was in high school, and we used
But
to
you
always.
really did it.
Well, yeah, I did.
No, you
Really?
didn't.
We used to always
It's
make
just
jokes
Toddix
about
now.
the security. It's not. It's Econo. It's not Toddix. It's Econo. But the guy who was the
Agree.
security
Econos.
guard there, his name was Troy, and we used to always make fun of him. And then when he got, but he was very serious about his job. So I felt like I was doing him a favor getting busted for shoplifting.
Yeah, he got
Fuck
some...
that
He's not the
guy.
tall guy, is he?
Oh, this was a long time ago. I don't think he. Maybe he still works there.
No, this was a couple of years back. Let's see what, if you want to, are fine with admitting to crimes on the podcast. People have done it before. Tom Myers admitted to moving cigarettes across state lines on here. What did you shoplift from econofoods.com?
Cigarettes.
Cigarettes. What brand? Do you remember?
Camel Lights.
Didn't they used to? Now they have them
Nice.
behind
Good
a
quality.
thing. You have to ask somebody. Back then they were just loose.
They were just loose.
Probably in the produce section in a big bin.
Exactly. And it was during the
Bulk cigarettes.
my era of fashion where I wore like really loose jeans, so I just put it down the leg of my
Yeah.
pants.
Hell
It worked. It worked a lot of times, but then it stopped working that one time.
Yeah.
Damn.
Kate, you never told me you were a juggalo? Juggalette?
Yeah. I mean, I'm full of surprises, I guess. I didn't wear
Did
the
you ever
makeup
get down
though.
to any new metal?
No. No.
What were you listening to in
Try it out.
1999?
Right, blues or jazz?
You want to eat corn?
New Blues.
I was not really into corn.
Was a chord.
We listened to like a lot of Led Zeppelin and Pink Floyd and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Been a long time in a rock and roll. Been a long time to rock and roll.
Yep. Like that.
Now, I thought I had something I wanted to share. There was something. Can you guys remember back about an hour ago I started saying something and said, no, I'll say that later.
Oh, yeah.
What in the hay was it? I was like,
Oh,
wait till
David
the guys
Koresh
get to-
did play blues music. I found a video
Oh,
of him
really?
playing guitar and he's playing the blues. Yeah.
I'll watch that in my private time. I can't watch blues videos around the missus, but, you know.
Yeah. Sorry, Kate.
Thanks, Paul.
I have to go use the library computer lab to do that. No blues in the house.
It's true.
It's a good rule, honestly.
Jackie, do you have a no blues rule?
Yes. Bigly.
You let me
I have
watch.
a no jazz rule.
Oh, well, that's fair. Jackie, you let me watch a show where Steve Harvey is a scholar of the blues.
That
and
was
I do
good,
want to give a little
though.
shout out to the Steve Harvey show. Some people
we
don't
watched
know.
a lot of episodes.
We wanted to watch Judge Steve Harvey, but Jackie's doing this thing where she's like, I thought it would be fun this summer to only use streaming services that are shit.
I remember. Oh,
He
it's gotta
complained
be
about it when
Tubi
he
or
came home.
nothing, and then
was
they're
like,
not.
Oh,
even
Jackie's on a
fucking
Tubi
sponsoring
kick?
the
I
podcast.
was like, I'm using Quince and this one that's called like bootleg shows.ru.
Hulu.
Quince.
My TV's been acting real weird. But
Yeah,
Quince has
that's
some
some
cool
kind
stuff.
of
Quince has some
virus.
cool stuff. There's like some home
It's got
shopping
a,
reruns
like,
on there,
leaking
and
discharge.
it's got This Old House with Bob Vila. That's pretty good service.
Dude,
Pretty
that
good
costs
service.
$35 a month to watch. I don't give a fuck. You try to do anything with PBS,
PBS is supposed to be free.
over.
Yeah. what
It's
the
not.
PBS is a rip.
Not when you want to stream it. You have to watch it at 2
Stream
in
free,
the
baby.
afternoon.
Could I? Well, I'll get back to the Steve Harvey recap.
I'm
I want
sorry.
to tell you, Jackie, what's the name of that horrible murder reenactment show? Or crime reenactment, I guess.
What was it? It was like bad murders.
But it's not like there was
Creative.
bad murders, worse
All
actors.
murders are bad.
But this is not like
Most
Keith
of them are
Morrison.
bad.
This is not like there's a narrator. This is like they're showing that, or no, they do interview some of the people that were involved, but they really dramatize a lot of the things. And I think you were saying that they're like, this is based on a true story. So it
Right. And then they act it out and they do like goofy sound effects. And they make it like quirky and not scary.
But what I was watching was a woman that was having an affair with her massage man, and he killed the husband because he walked in on them doing the whatever, right?
And then what happened?
And then she says, it's okay. You just pretend to be him. You're almost the same height. You got kind of the same name. You can. And he pretended. Oh, and she threw. What did she throw in his face, Jackie?
Hot soup.
Acid. Essentially threw hot soup in his face.
You missed the part where they killed the husband, put him in bed, and then banged in bed while the dead husband was in bed with them.
Adjacent necrophilia?
Kinky.
Yeah.
And they made it all like jokey.
No kink shame.
It was like, this is good for you.
With like weird sound effects and stuff.
Yeah, it was like.
And also like to
Paul should have been there with this little machine thing.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't have any of his sound drops today. You're lucky.
Yeah, that's.
I'm out of state.
You don't travel with that thing?
Yeah.
I do, but I don't have the right. I don't have the right cord. I don't have the little adapter thing for my phone to run hundreds of buttons.
Well, anyway, the murder show. You check it out for yourself. Long story short, he pretends to be in a coma and pretends to be her husband, and he refuses to eat spaghetti when he's in the hospital. And his brother's like, "You love spaghetti, man. What's going on?"
Yeah.
And that's the giveaway. Not that it's a different man.
Nope.
But
He's always loved spaghetti. He would never turn down spaghetti.
Chef Boyardee?
Something's not right.
You don't want to eat hospital food.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like a great show.
It was pretty fun.
What service is that on?
And then it would cut to they were interviewing one of the actual detectives that worked on it, and they kept cutting back to him, and he'd be like, "Yeah, that happened."
Yeah. So anyway.
So pretty much that's all to say
Send me a
here.
link to that.
Anyway,
I do like a bad dramatization though. What's the Cheaters? That one has like a lot of.
Oh my
really
god,
good-
he got stabbed. I loved
What?
it.
Cheaters is a real show.
Yeah,
That's real.
he really got
You might
stabbed.
be thinking of something else. They like follow people around, and I mean they might fake some of it, but it's
People
I feel
fuck
like they
around and
fake some
find
of it.
out. What are you
cinema
doing?
verite. Fuck around and find out. That's the name of my next album. Listeners, I haven't done music in a while. I'm thinking about recording some new songs. Either Fuck Around and Find Out.
Yeah, we need it.
Blues album. Fuck Around and Find Out. Or
No.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
No, that's a Taylor Swift song.
Try that in
Really?
a big city. That's not
Yeah. Try that in Nagani. You could do that.
Try that in Nagani. What did we try
I
in
might
Nagani?
drink Dan's other fucking Two-Hearted.
Go for it.
Do it.
Christ, this is so driving me crazy. There was something I wanted to say, and I was waiting for you to come. I don't know what it was. It's okay.
I can't help. I'm sorry.
You can put it in post. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
put it
I know
in
what
post.
Trump.
Help him remember.
President Trump will be arrested.
Oh, yeah. That's my prediction.
Yes.
That's my prediction.
You wanted
Yes.
to wait for me to be here to say that.
He's going to be marched out of Mar-a-Lago in an orange jumpsuit, and it's going to look like he's naked because of the orange jumpsuit's going to blend in with
I
his
hope-
body skin.
Yes.
I'm glad you waited for me to say.
Yeah, I thought you would want to be
We wanted you
present for
down
that
here to
announcement.
break the news or to break the prediction.
I wanted you to be with me when I told you the president is a criminal. And he is still rightfully the president, but he's a criminal.
The president.
He's not the president.
Yeah,
He's a president.
No, he's still.
We only had one president.
Oh, right, because the election was stolen.
That's what I'm saying.
Got it.
Yep. Dan believes the election was stolen, and it's something that
Thomas
we work through on this
Jefferson,
podcast
James
every
Madison,
week.
James Monroe, John Quincy Adams.
Okay, we're doing this segment where Jackie has the printed off list of the United States presidents. Can you show that to the camera and show that it has the official seal on it?
I'm going to kick that over, and I'm going to
I can't.
Oh,
There we go.
wow.
There we go. Okay.
There it is.
So give me not a number of president. Give me a year time frame, and I can probably get it. Give me 10 of these. If I get 10 of them, you do give me $1,000. Ready?
Okay.
Okay.
19.
No.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I guess you can do it.
No, I
But
don't
you
want it.
Okay, Jackie, get your list. Get your
Yeah,
list.
Kate, you go first.
Go. Kate can do it.
Jackie's distracted.
1923.
Calvin Coolidge.
Correct.
Jackie, is that right?
Yep, correct.
Yep. But
Mine more.
also, who else?
Warren G. Harding.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Warren G.
Yeah, the rap guy.
Hard.
You got the wrong list of presidents. You got a list of rappers.
Warren B. Farting, more
wild.
like.
It's like if there was a president
Hey.
named Coolio Roosevelt.
1845.
Give me another year. Keep
I
lightning
did.
rep.
1845.
On the mic, please. I can't hear you.
1845.
There we go. Fuck. I don't know. Millard Fillmore?
Nope.
Franklin Pierce.
Nope.
Okay. Come on. There's no need for that kind of. I don't know. I give up.
James K. Polk.
Oh, he
and
barely counts.
John Tyler.
Give me another one.
Not Steven Tyler.
Somebody else do one.
Steven
Not
Tyler,
him.
though.
Steven Tyler.
How about that guy?
Julio.
Oh, you know what? That reminds me. This is not the thing I was going to say earlier, but when I was at the county fair, God, I wish you were with me. You would have loved the county fair.
I know. It would have been so cute.
There was a woman that I saw there who had a T-shirt on. I can't remember the exact wording of it, but it looked to be a custom-made T-shirt. It did not look like... I don't think any commercial outfit would be selling this outfit. And it had a little picture of Aerosmith on it, and it had a lot of text, and it said like, yeah, so what? I've got an addiction. My addiction is listening to Aerosmith.
And I'm a welder's daughter.
Yeah, it was like way too many words, but it was like, yeah, what, are you going to give me a hard time? Because I have
Pink's
addiction
my favorite
issues.
color.
Yeah, I have addiction issues. Pink's my favorite color. I stand for the flag, and I listen to Aerosmith. And I don't know.
No.
I thought of you.
All right, let me give
I
you
should
one
make you
more.
one of
This
those.
is a tricky one.
I would.
And I'm
I
gonna,
would like that.
Yeah.
Wait, where did it go? No, I had a weird. It was an in between. 1879, please.
Listeners, if I don't get this,
Taft.
I know. No,
Wrong.
Chester A. Arthur.
Wrong.
Chester B. Arthur.
Rutherford B. Hayes.
Correct.
Correct.
That is correct.
Wham, wham,
And
wham.
the B
Something
stood
there.
for Bobby. The B stood for Bobby.
Professor Paul just walked in with, guess what, 4, 5, 6 styrofoam to-go containers, as is his wont while he is traveling. I know it smells
My
crazy in
dinner's
there,
here.
but what does it smell like, Paul?
big
Can you tell
meal.
us? Where'd you get it? Let's promote some local Menominee businesses.
This is from Jake's Steakhouse. So first,
Steak.
we got some Bang Bang Rimp. There's some spicy rimps.
Making me
Then
hungry.
we got rack of rib, fried chicken.
Yeah.
Then we got
My God. Hello.
prime rib bites.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, those
Then
are my
we got-
favorite.
Cheese curds.
Wow.
Also my other favorite.
Girl dinner.
And this is, yes, I am with other people. No, this is not for anyone but me.
Okay.
Oh.
Must be nice.
So here's my jokes.
Dude,
Ready?
yeah.
Jokes, and we'll wrap up. Then we'll wrap up the main episode because we've covered a lot of ground already. We said Elliott Gould, right? We said Elliott. That's Elliott Gould's
Yeah,
birthday?
we have said.
I didn't know
You
that.
said it a couple times.
What do you? So I will. Before I tell my jokes, this is a really fun thing that these guys thought it was fun. I was so, but I was saying that Elliott Gould is someone where I can hear his voice perfectly in my head, but it's very hard to imitate. Can you give me a little Gould? Come on. You've seen him and stuff, right?
Who is Elliott Gould again?
He hosted SNL like 5 times in the 70s. Very good episode.
Come on, Kate.
I'm telling you, there's a sketch about Jimmy Carter. You're gonna freak out.
No, I don't. I mean,
curly haired.
Elliott Gould.
He was on TV.
No, you know what? I'm gonna pull up a picture of him, and I know what you're
Yeah.
gonna say. when I-
Okay. I'll be like,
that
oh,
guy?
yeah, that guy.
Oh, he looks like.
And then I'll
Anthony
try and do his
Bourdain.
voice. Oh, yeah, that guy. I don't
Wow,
know.
these bagels are terrible.
You got a spit
Right?
take on
Yeah.
These
was
bagels
extra.
are making me
I
thirsty.
did a spit take out of my nose on that one. I've been sick. Shout out to my nephews. I won't name you by name, but y'all got me sick.
Real sick.
And I'm still a week and a half later, still sniffling, biffling.
Damn.
But what was I saying? Oh, my joke. God damn.
Tell me the fucking joke.
Tell the joke.
Fuck.
This is a Michigan joke.
Okay.
You know the city Ann Arbor?
You look pretty full.
Yes.
Do you know why they call it Ann Arbor?
No.
Because it would be grammatically incorrect to call it a arbor.
Yes, I did know that.
I remember that from an episode.
Did I tell that in the last one?
Episode. Not that I'm like.
Okay, and then one last thought I want to share, because we've all known about the movie The Sound of Freedom, right?
Sure.
You don't really know about that.
No.
Just one of those things that you know about from me. I don't know what do you do when you go online? You don't know any of these guys. I'm like, did you see what Tim Pool said? You're like, no, I don't. Well, I hate him, and I've been watching him all day.
Instagram.
Okay.
I
Well,
play
I'm not on
Wordle. I don't find guys.
Well, I could send you some links. Some links might change your worldview a little bit. You barely know who Dr. Jordan Peterson is. I'm sorry to call you out like that, but you don't.
You're right. It's true.
Nice. I don't either, Kate.
What was the joke?
Thank you, Christian.
It's guy stuff, I guess. I don't know.
Sean. That bone was clean, buddy. There was
Yeah.
no meat left on that
Oh,
rib.
producer Paul is in his corner eating a rib. I don't think he has any paper towel handy.
He
judging by
definitely
the way
does not.
he's sucking his fingers. Like,
Oh, there you go.
okay. How's that rib treating you, buddy? How's that rib?
A good rib.
Yeah?
A good rib.
Are you going to have a BB Dubs emergency?
A what?
Is that bathroom talk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
A
he
Buffalo
did it
Wild
on the
Wings
podcast.
emergency.
It's not
You-
like
Yeah.
bathroom talk.
There was one time he ate
I,
leftover boneless wings at his office.
It was
and
like
immediately
19 minutes or
had to
something.
run away. Yeah, I timed it.
It was a problem. Yeah, I got very
Yeah.
sick.
I will.
But I'm proud to say that this is not making me sick at all, and I'm eating it right now.
You can usually tell
Bones,
right after the first bite.
the bones are like tender almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the bones are fall off the bone.
Jake Steak. They do a good job.
Just gelatin.
Jake the steak.
The bone
the
falls right
steak.
off the
They
marrow.
go. I've been waiting for one of us to have our spouses on the show. Well, I'm not married, obviously. Jesus Christ, I just sprayed rib all over the
Sick.
fucking keyboard. I've been waiting to have one of our spouses on the show. One of your spouses on the show.
Sure.
So I can ask this question because as a man who likes to watch crazy stuff on TV, you know, I always wonder, like a few times I've been walked in on watching like a bridge documentary or documentaries about different types of wood used in ships. And my question to you is, what's the craziest thing you ever walked in on your husband watching?
Wow.
You got nothing.
I don't really. I don't pay attention to what he's looking at on his laptop because I believe in our
Good idea.
Blues.
our individual.
I'm talking
privacy.
like on the living room TV.
We only have a couple of streaming services, so we
don't have Quince or anything like that.
We don't have Quimps or Quimps or.
Are
Oh,
you
we've
guys
only
on
got a
Rumps?
couple. We've only got a couple.
Voodoo.
Netflix, Hulu, HBO Max, Amazon. Only a couple.
I mean, I suppose that's true. He doesn't seem like. I usually give him fair warning when I'm coming home too. In case he's watching something
That's
weird. That
So
he
he's
doesn't want
watching
me
some
to.
kind of bridge documentary.
I'm saying
Yeah,
I'm not.
exactly.
I'm not saying this just to preserve my own reputation. I don't really watch stuff on the TV that much. At
No,
all.
it's usually on the computer. I'm sorry if that's
He's watching
anticlimactic
stuff
for
on his
you, Paul.
laptop.
Yeah.
Nah,
You
that's
can watch-
all right.
all the
We'll
time.
see when Zan comes on. I'm hoping Zan's got some good answers for us when I get to ask him.
We could look up his Google history.
If you walk, well, you might walk in on me watching like a Sword King 090 vlog, and all I'll say is like, "This is a good one. You
That's
should check
crazy.
this out."
Right, and that isn't crazy.
actually a
Somehow
really
that's
good
not
one.
crazy. I'm like, oh, the weird vlogger.
You won't believe what he says about Burger King. Yes, he's in his bathroom in this one. I want to tell you this because I don't know if you know this, but the big issue that people are talking about right now is child trafficking. Do you know that?
I didn't know
The
that.
crisis at the border and all the groomers, child trafficking, right, Jackie?
Right, Jackie?
There's all this
Yeah.
child trafficking going on.
Yeah.
And I think
She has a beautiful son. She has to make
she knows. That lady at the coffee trailer tried to snatch her up.
Your son.
Completely changes.
Yeah.
My son is not beautiful.
Can you say that one more time, Jackie, about being a mother? Or having a son? Okay.
All right.
And I'm saying no one's pointing their fingers at the biggest child traffickers at all, school bus drivers.
Facts, bro. Facts,
I
man.
know. Well, let's see what else I got. Hold on. You can go. You can go.
Okay, I'm gonna go take a shower because I'm sweaty and I'm gross.
Can we get you to say happy birthday, Elliott Gould? Happy birthday, Gigi Allin.
Happy birthday, Gigi Allin. Happy birthday, Elliott Gould.
And if the two of them got together, what might that sound like?
Nightmare blunt rotation.
Elliott Allin Gould.
You're right.
Lily
You're
Allen.
right. Lily Allen.
Lily
yeah.
Allen.
Whatever happened to her?
Welcome to the pod.
Yeah.
I feel like
She's
I
coming
saw
on
her
next
on
year.
some weird
Someone-
social media.
Oh, who's
video
watching
recently.
weird stuff now?
Me.
What is she on? Blue Sky? Did you get
Pressuring
invited to
her.
Blue
You
Sky?
better start giving her notice when you're coming home.
There you go.
Time to log off. I'm coming in from the yard.
Blues Guy? Did you say that was the social media you're using?
Yes. Yes, I did. I did. And this was the Happy Birthday Podcast. Jackie, where can people find us? Please rattle it off the way
You
that
can find
like
us
to do.
in Ishpeming, Michigan, Portland, Oregon, Scandia, Michigan, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Bluetooth, Blue
No,
Sky,
it's a fully
Green
Bluetooth compatible
grass.
podcast.
Patreon,
Apple CarPlay.
Twitter, TikTok,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, car.
and various other ways that you will never know.
I'm on DraftKings. I'm on Words with Friends.
You are not. You said you're too afraid to play Words with Friends.
Yeah, you got
That's true. I got scared.
Have a nice day, everybody. I'm Sir King090, and I will see you in the next video.